write the given number in the form of p by q. That we have covered already, but I was checking assignment and have found that we need to discuss it one more time. Okay. And yes, Arhan, you were talking about the representation of irrational numbers on the number line, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Let me check anything else is left over here. This is the last class today. We are having Samya, Shad and Arhan. Apart from the concept which I am talking about, if you want to discuss anything, if you are having a doubt in any of the topic, any concept, please let me know. Okay? Okay. Yes. If we are having any irrational number, Arhan, let's say we are having root 2. Okay. And if we have to represent it on the number line, you all can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. If we have to, these are the examples of irrational number, as we already know that the number which is not a perfect square, those are, if that is stuck inside the square root, those are irrational numbers. Okay. When we will find the long division method, when we will find the value, that time we will be getting that time we'll be able to see that the decimal, after the decimal, there will be continuously, the numbers will keep on coming and keep on coming. It will be non-terminating decimal, and there will be no stoppage at all. And it will keep on, the numbers will keep on coming, and there will not be repetition. Okay. So it will be non-terminating, non-recurring decimal number, and that's called irrational number. So root 2, root 3, root 5, the number which is not a perfect square, which is just got stuck inside the square root sign, those numbers are called irrational number. And today we are going to see how to represent this type of irrational number on the number line. So we have already covered this one in one of the class. Let's take the quick review of that. So if we are having root 2, first thing first, we need to understand what is Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so Pythagoras theorem says that if we are having a right angle triangle, we can only apply Pythagoras theorem for right angled triangle. Okay, so if we are having a right angle triangle, let's say ABC is a right angle triangle, where we know that AB is 1 and we already know that BC is 1. Can you please take out AC, Arhan? Yes, with Samya and Saad, I have discussed this, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Can you please take it out, Arhan? What is AC by using Pythagoras theorem? Do you
Pythagoras
know what?
says that perpendicular square plus a base square equals to hypotenuse square. So one square plus one square equals to uh, hypotenuse. So it would be 2 hypotenuse.
Okay. AC will be 2 or AC square will be 2?
So, ma'am, AC is square would be 2.
AC square will be 2. And what about AC?
Ma'am, under root 2.
Under root 2. So we can see that when we are taking AB as a 1 and when we are taking BC as a 1, then we are getting AC as a root 2. See, we don't know what is the exact value of root 2. We don't know, because after decimal, the digits will keep on coming and random digit will keep on coming. There will be no pattern at all. So we don't know how to measure this root 2. We are not sure if we are having a real line. If we are saying that here we are having 0, here we are having 1, here we are having 2, then we are not sure where to locate root 2 on this number line. Okay, how to measure root 2 on our centimeter scale? If we will place it, then still we don't know what is the exact value of root 2, because there is no exact value of root 2. Okay, so exactly we won't be able to represent this root 2 on this real line if we will try doing that by centimeter scale. Okay, now there is one trick to do that, to represent this root 2 on the number line. What is that trick? The trick is, now only we have realized that if we will be taking a triangle, a right angle triangle, where one of the side is like the base is 1, perpendicular is 1, then hypotenuse definitely will be getting, that will be of the length root 2, right? That will be of the AC will be of the length root 2 centimeter, we can say, root 2 unit, we can say. Okay, so that just now we have realized. Now we are going to say that on the number line, we are going to keep this from 0 to 1, we are going to keep as it is, and on 1 we will be making a perpendicular. With the help of scale, we can make the perpendicular. Okay, a straight line we can draw. Basically we are trying to make a right angle triangle. This straight line which I am drawing with purple marker, this is also 1 centimeter or 1 unit we need to draw. So what we are doing, we have kept the base of the triangle as 1 unit or 1 centimeter. Here also we have dropped the perpendicular of 1 centimeter. Okay, we are saying this is point O, this is point A, this is point B. Okay, now if we will join O with B, if we will join O with B directly with the help of scale, directly we are joining without any measurement, without anything. What we have measured, we have drawn a number line, we have made 0 to 1 1 centimeter, then 1 to 2 1 centimeter, 2 to 3 1 centimeter. We are just marking the numbers on the number line. Okay, on one we are dropping a perpendicular that is of just 1 centimeter. Okay, now this way we are keeping the base and the height as a 1 centimeter. So we know that whatever will be the hypotenuse, that will be of root 2 centimeter or root 2 unit. Yes or no, Arhan?
Yes, ma'am.
That we already know. Now what we wanted to find, what exactly is the measurement of root 2. With our centimeter scale, we were not able to locate root 2, or by any other trick, it was not possible to locate root 2. Because root 2, what is the exact value of root 2? We don't know. Exact value doesn't exist. Okay, approximation we can say, but that will be just approximation. Exactly, we will not be able to locate. But this way, we got that this much is the hypotenuse. O to B is the hypotenuse. That length will be of root 2 unit. Okay, it is exactly root 2 unit. Okay, now what we can do, we can take a compass, we can place the needle of the compass on point O. At point O, we are going to place the needle of the compass, and then we are going to measure OB in our compass. Okay, whatever measurement we have taken in the compass, that is root 2. Now you can show to everyone that this much is root 2. We know this much is root 2. That if we want to locate on the number line, then we can make that much arc. Again we will place it at O means 0, so we are starting from 0. Okay, we can again place the needle of the compass at a point O, and whatever measurement you have taken, root 2 measurement, which you are showing to everybody that I got root 2 measurement. However, root 2, what is the exact value, we won't be able to find, but root 2 measurement exactly I got it with the help of Pythagoras theorem. That measurement you can keep in compass. Again you can place the needle of the compass at a point O, and you can make an arc on our real line like this. And you can say now this much distance is root 2 unit, or the length is root 2. Getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
And this way, this is the location of root 2. Is it clear, Arhan?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we understood that how to plot root 2. To plot root 2, to get the measurement of root 2, what we need to do? We have to take the help of right angle triangle Pythagoras theorem. We have to maintain the base and the height of 1 unit. So from 0 to 1, we are taking the base as a 1 unit. 0 to 1, obviously it's 1 unit base. And at 1, we are dropping a perpendicular with the help of a scale. A straight line we are drawing, because Pythagoras theorem is only applicable for right angle triangle. That means 90° has to be there. Perpendicular has to be there. That's why at A, we are not drawing any curvy line like this. Like this, we cannot do that. It has to be perfectly straight. Okay. So from A, we are dropping a perpendicular with the help of a scale. We say that student can use a scale to drop a perpendicular from A. Okay. With the help of directly a scale, we can draw it, or in few schools, they prefer doing it with the help of protractor. Okay. So whatever way you are dropping a perpendicular, that has to be 1 unit only, 1 centimeter only. Once you are done with that, you can join your B and O point, that is root 2 length. That much length you can take it in your compass, and you can make the arc. Wherever arc is touching your number line, that is the location of root 2. Okay, this way we understood that we can locate root 2 on the real line. Okay, now what about root 3? If we have to locate root 3, then what we will do? Root 2 we understood that with the help of Pythagoras theorem, by maintaining 1 centimeter as a base and 1 centimeter as a height, we can get the hypotenuse as a root 2. What about root 3? So root 3 we can get, again we will take the help of Pythagoras theorem, a right angle triangle, but this time let me show you what two measurement we can take for getting the hypotenuse, which will be of root 3 length. So here, let's say we are keeping, this is O, okay. If we will keep one of the side as root 2 and another side as 1, can you tell me what will be the hypotenuse, Arhan? OAB triangle we have taken, where one of the side I have kept it as 1 unit, 1 centimeter, you can say. Another side I have kept it as root 2 centimeter, root 2 unit. Can you please let me know what will be the hypotenuse AB again by Pythagoras theorem?
Ma'am, under root 3.
Under root 3. Okay. So we understood that this way we can get under root 3, but here root 2 is required. And how we will be getting, if the question is asking locate root 3 on the number line, are we going to locate root 2 at first? Yes, we are going to locate root 2 at first, and then only we will be going to locate root 3. That is the only way. Okay, so we are going to locate root 3 at first. We will be taking a number line. We'll be taking a number line. Here we will say there is a 0. First we will be locating root 2. The process which we have taken over here for locating root 2, either you can take that measurement and you can make an arc over here and you can say it is root 2. This much is root 2. That way you can say by doing the first step at first and then this one, and then at root 2 you need to drop a perpendicular that will be of 1 centimeter, and once you will join this, you know this has to be of root 3 unit. Okay, if this has to be of root 3 unit, now again in your compass you can take the measurement of root 3 and you can make the arc on the number line. That is the location of root 3. So you can make an arc over here, the measurement which you have taken for OB, that is root 3. You can say this is the location of root 3. Either this much you can do. For locating root 3, see carefully. The first step, this all we have to perform. Then we are doing this one. Either this way you can do, or in the same number line, you can at first you can plot root 2 and then you can plot root 3. So for plotting root 2, what you have to do, from 0 to 1 we used to take, and then at 1 we used to drop a perpendicular that is of 1 centimeter. Okay, then when we will join it with O, that will be of root 2 unit. Okay, now again in this diagram only we can make a triangle again by maintaining this as a base. By maintaining OB as a base, we can make a, we can drop a perpendicular. Okay, so when the line is like this, we are making the perpendicular like this. When the line is like this, we can make the perpendicular like this. Yes or no, Arhan?
Yes, ma'am.
So we can make the perpendicular like this, a straight line like this, a perpendicular like this. This will be perpendicular over here. Okay, that will be of 1 centimeter we have to maintain. Now we got our triangle OBC. Once we will join O and C, we know that has to be of root 3. So directly by doing this much of a step, we can locate root 3 on the number line. Locate root 3 on number line. Okay. Now, whatever is from 0 to C, that much measurement you can take and you can make the arc over here. You can say this is the location of root 3. Got it, Arhan?
Yes, ma'am.
This is how we have to locate root 2 and root 3. What about root 4? Root 4 means only 2. Easily we know 2. What is the location of 2 on the number line? Root 5. For locating root 5, we can again, now we need to create. We need to create the triangle by using the Pythagoras theorem by ourselves. So for locating root 5, we can understand that there is one possibility. There is one possibility that we can take one of the side as a root 4 and another side as a 1. Root 4 means what? Just 2. Okay, we can take one of the side as a 2, another side as a 1. If we will be taking that, what will be the hypotenuse? Hypotenuse will be 2 square plus 1 square. Okay, hypotenuse AC will be 2 square plus 1 square, AC square. That will be 4 plus 1, AC square will be 4 plus 1, AC will be just root 5. So if we will be taking one of the side as a only 2, another side as a just 1, we will be able to locate root 5 on the number line. Are you getting it, Arhan?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, can we take root 2 and root 3?
Yeah, we can also take root 2 and root 3 to locate root 5, because again root 2 is square and root 3 is square will give us 2 plus 3, that is 5, and after that it will be square root 5. So yes, we can take root 2 and root 3. If you are having that in hand, measurement exactly what is root 2, what is root 3, then you can use that for making root 5. However, the method which I am showing here, this will be the easier one, right? To take 2 on one side and 1 on the other side, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, but if you are already having root 2 and root 3 length in hand, okay, that you can use to locate root 5. Okay, it's completely, it depends on you which method you are using. If you have understood the concept that Pythagoras theorem we have to use over here, then you will be able to locate any number. Getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is what I wanted to discuss with you all, and I was talking about P by Q form. Quickly I'll be taking that also, and exponents and powers we have already covered. Let me check anything else we are missing over here. No, we have not discussed this part. That is, we have discussed, okay, if we are having a number that is 2.4 bar, and if we have to represent it in the form of P by Q, how we'll represent it? We can represent it, whatever is there, just take it as a X.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if one digit is repeating itself, you have to multiply it by 10. Okay, so it will be 10x is equals to 24.44. Yes or no? Or
Yes, ma'am.
4 bar you can write, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And then you have to do the subtraction. This one already we have discussed in our class. However, I am repeating it because while checking the assignment, I found that here you are doing like mistakes. Okay, so 2 minus 1 we can do, that is 10x minus x will be having on the left hand side, and what will be there on the right hand side?
I'm 22.4 bar.
22.4.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Samia, Shad and Arhan, please do it.
I'm 22.4.
Match 22.4. No, ma'am.
Okay.
22.4.
Match will be 22. Match will be 22.
One by one. Arhan, what you said?
I'm 22.4 bar.
Okay. Saad, what you said?
Match 22. Just 22.
Samia, what you said?
I'm 22.4 bar.
Okay. Arhan, you said 22.4 bar, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let's check what we'll be having. That's why I was showing you the subtraction of decimal number. We have to write decimal below decimal. Let's write it. 24.4 bar. If we have to subtract 2.4 bar, can we say this 4 bar and 4 bar will be zeros? Just can we?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, whenever we are doing the subtraction of a decimal number, we have to write decimal below decimal. Okay, this is just this is one and only one criteria which we have to follow when we are adding decimal number, when we are subtracting decimal number. This is just applicable for addition and subtraction. We have to write decimal below decimal. Why? Because when we are having 50 rupees 75 paise and when we are having 102 rupees 35 paise, we will be adding paise with paise. We cannot add this paise with the rupees part. Can we? If we are going to add this paise 75 paise with this rupees part 102, that means we are thinking that 75 paise is a 75 rupees. That is not true, right? Are you getting me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
So that's why we say to write decimal below decimal and then do the addition. Decimal below decimal and then do the subtraction. When we have kept decimal below decimal over here, we got 24.4 bar. And below that, I have written 2.4 bar. Okay. 4 bar, 0. 4 minus 2 is 2.
22.
So we got only
22.
22. Getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Here we got 9x. Here we got 22. So x will be 22 over 9. Getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
This is how we have to do the subtraction carefully. Okay? Any confusion over here?
No, ma'am.
Ma'am.
No, ma'am.
So this one is clear to all of you. Now we are done with this chapter, that is real number. Please give the assessment of this. Exponents and power we have covered. Rationalization we have already covered. Everything from here we have covered. So I'm talking about the first chapter, that is number system. Let me inform that today you are going to give the assessment. Just give me a second. Meanwhile, if you want to ask anything, still we are having time. Just see anywhere you want to ask, like, are you having any doubt?
Is there a specific value for under root 1?
Under root 1, you are saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Under root 1 is just 1. Okay, inside the square root, if any number is there, then in our previous class we have seen that all the numbers has to be in pair. Okay, then like for a pair we can take out a number. Okay, we used to do factorization and we used to search the pair. Whatever number is in pair, that number, like one single number, will come out, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so similarly, if we are having root 1, can we write root 1 as a inside a square root 1 into 1? Yes, we can write. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Root 1 is just
Yes, ma'am.
1. The result will be 1 only, because 1 can be written in pair. Even if I'll introduce, I'm showing you. Just give me a second. Okay, all the topic from this number system, you have already given the assessment, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, Arhan, Shad, and Shamia, you all have given the assessment, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, I was talking about square root of 1. You can write it as a square root of 1 into 1. Why not? 1 into 1 is also 1 only. And then 1 can come out. So square root of 1, the result is just 1. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. But we cannot do the same for any other number. If we are having a square root of 2, we cannot write 2 into 2. By ourselves, we cannot write, because this 4 and 2, these two are different numbers. 1 can be written as 1 into 1, but 2 can't be written as 2 into 2. Okay, if we are having a square root of 2, that will be square root of 2 only. We cannot do anything over there. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so chapter 1 we have finished. Chapter 2 we have already finished. We are going to start chapter 3 today. A quick like introduction we'll be taking today of chapter 3. Let's start. Just give me a second. No? Okay, so chapter 3 is coordinate geometry. We already know when we are having a number 1, 2, 3, 4, Any whole number, how to represent it on the real line, we know. Okay, if anyone will say, please locate 6, we know we can locate 6 over here. Even if we have also learned how to represent any rational number on the real line, this is now we will be calling it real line, because here real number, all the rational number, irrational number, natural number, whole number, integer, every number will be sitting over here. That's called real line. So number line, real line, it's a same terminology. So on this number line, or you can say on this real line, we can also locate rational numbers. We can locate 1 by 2 over there. We can locate 1 by 2. Okay, the process we have already discussed. We can also locate root 2, that is irrational number, on this real line. Okay, so if on the real line we have to locate any number, we will be able to locate. Here we are going to start coordinate geometry. Here we are having coordinate axis. So the same number line which you can see over here, the number line, initially we used to see this number line as a line having only integers. So 0, here 1, here 2, here 3, here 4, here 5. On the other side, -1, -2, -3, -4. This is how initially when we have seen this line, we were calling it number line, and here we were just representing our integers. Okay, positive number, negative numbers, right? Right?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
So this line which you can see on the screen, where we have represented positive number, negative number, integer line, we can say this line only. In our coordinate geometry chapter, we can also just keep this line. We can keep this line, one vertically and one horizontally. Okay, we are taking the same real line we have taken from the above one. From the above one, we have taken the real line and we have kept it horizontally. Same real line again we are taking, same number line again we are taking, and we are writing, we are keeping it vertically, and this is what we are getting. How to locate the numbers over here? The way it is, the number is located over here, same way we are going to locate number. So we are saying that 0 and 0, we are just keeping the horizontal line and the vertical line in such a way that 0 is just sitting on 0. Okay, the horizontal line 0 and the vertical line 0, both are just lying on each other. Okay, here is +1, +2, +3, +4, +5, +6, +7, the way our number line was there. Here -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, same real line. Okay, since we have kept the same real line vertically also, so on the top, 1 + 1 + 2 + 3 + 4 + 5 + 6 + 7 + 8, like this. And at the bottom on the downside, again the negative number, that is -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. Can you see whatever I am saying, that we have taken two number line and we have kept it this way. 0 on 0 we have kept, and this is how we are getting the alignment. What we are trying to do exactly? We are trying to create something new. This much, are you getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Just a second, no? Just give me a second.
This is called a Cartesian plate, right?
Yeah. Yeah, this is called Cartesian system. Okay. The coordinate axis which we have kept like this, we will be discussing, okay, in detail. Just give me a second. Okay, so this is called Cartesian system. Yes, Arhan, you said, or Shad, you said.
Arhan.
Arhan. Yes, this is called Cartesian system. Okay, what we have done, we have just taken two number line and we have kept one horizontally, another vertically. Now this one we call it x-axis.
Abscissa and ordinate.
Yes, and this one we call y-axis. Okay, so we represent one of the line. We are just giving it a name, x. Your name is x, and the vertical line we are calling that your name is y, so that we will not get confused. When teacher will say x-axis, that means we have to think about the horizontal line. When teacher will say the y-axis, that means the vertical line. Okay, so the horizontal one is called x-axis, the vertical one is called y-axis. Now here, if we are having on this real line, on this number line, we used to locate number. We used to locate number like 2. We used to locate like number like -1, -3. Any number we can locate. That here is the location of 2. Here is the location of -3. Here is the location of -4. So a single number we used to locate over here. Now in Cartesian system, since we have taken two number line to create this Cartesian system, here we will be locating the point like this. The point will look like this, like 2, 4, or maybe 5, 6. This is how our point will look like, which we are going to locate in this Cartesian system. How we are going to locate that we will be discussing in detail. Don't worry. Okay. So the point which we are going to locate in this Cartesian system, definitely 2 numbers will be there. One number comma another number, because two axes is there. One is x-axis, another is y-axis. Okay. Now here the first one, let me write it below. Here the point which we are going to locate will look like this, 2, 4, or maybe 5, 6, or maybe one number comma another number. Here the first number we are going to locate on x-axis. Okay, and the next number always we will be locating on y-axis. We will not get confused. Why the first is representing x-axis, the second is representing the number which we have to locate on y-axis. Okay, first one is called abscissa. And next one is called ordinate.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, the first number always since we are having two number line over here, the combination of two number line, so definitely there will be like two numbers which we will be having. One number we will search on the x-axis, another number we will search on the y-axis. But the standard format is always the first number will represent the number which we need to search on the x-axis. That is having another name also, that is called abscissa. And the other number which we are going to locate on y-axis, that is having other name also, that is called ordinate also. Okay, so this is what we understood here. The first point will always represent the number on the x-axis. Now I have seen whenever we give the point, like let's say 8 comma 7 or maybe 0 comma 8, the student just get confused which one they need to search on the x-axis and which one they have to locate on the y-axis. So just keep in mind the first one is representing the x coordinate and the second one is representing the y. Okay, that the second number we have to represent on the y-axis. The first number's name is also one more name, is the way we are having one, like one pet name is there, one formal name is there. Similarly here one more name is there for the first number, that is called abscissa, and for the next number it is called ordinate. Now how we will be locating numbers, that we need to understand over here. So see carefully. Let's say we are having a number. Let's start with 0 comma 5. With 0 comma 5, are we able to understand that here x is 0 and y is 5?
Yes,
Are you
ma'am.
getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Here
Yes,
x coordinate, we also call it coordinate. Okay, this is coordinate geometry chapter. This is coordinate geometry chapter. So we also call it the first one as a x coordinate. Don't get confused. That means we are going to locate the first number on the x-axis and the second number on the y-axis. Okay, so if we are having 0 comma 5, are you able to understand the 0, x is 0 over here and y is 5 over here? Getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so x is 0 over here and y is 5. Now if we will look this figure carefully, the Cartesian system, x is 0 and y is 5. That's what we have to locate. The x-axis, see carefully, where x-axis is 0? Here. Okay, here. Y is 5. Y is 5. Where exactly y is 5? Here. Can you see the red mark?
Yes, ma'am.
yes, ma'am.
So this is the point, wherever y is 5, this is the point which is x is 0 and y is 5. Why, when we are locating the point over here, y is 5, that means we are just taking the y in consideration. What is x over there? X is nothing. Okay, so whenever we will be taking any point on our number line, let me show you few point. If we are taking this green point, okay, this point's coordinate is x is 1, y is nothing. If I am showing this green point, here x is 4 and y is, we don't know
0.
what is y is nothing. Getting?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
If
Yes,
we
ma'am.
will be taking this point, the other side green point, x is -4. What about y? Nothing.
Zero.
Okay, let's go down side. So downside on the y-axis, if we will be picking any point, let's say here. Can you tell me what is the coordinate? What shall I write? What is
Zero
Ma'am,
comma
this y?
minus 2. 0 comma minus 2.
X is 0 and y is -2. Are you getting, Samya?
Yes, ma'am.
If we are taking this point, this blue point, Samya, can you tell me what is the coordinate over here? X is what and y is what? X is 0 because we are not taking any number on the x-axis, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And y is -5. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
So first we will understand what is the location if we are taking any point which is on our axis, either x-axis or y-axis, what will be the coordinate of that point? What will be abscissa over there? What will be ordinate over there? If I am taking this yellow point, what is the coordinate of this yellow point?
I'm 0, comma 7.
Is it x is 0, y is 7?
Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. It's
No,
7
ma'am.
and
It's 7 comma 0.
Yes, Samya. What is that? X is 7 and y is 0. Yes or no? Right, Samya?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is how, if we are taking any point, can you tell me what about this yellow?
And 0,3.
Man, 0,3. 0,3.
Whatever they are saying, is it correct, Samya?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, here x is 0 and y is 3. So first thing first, we understood that if we are taking any point on the axis, either on the x-axis or on the y-axis, what will be the coordinate of that point? Okay, so the way on the number line, the way you can always relate it with real line. If we are having 0 here, 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, and I will say this point, so you know here we are talking about the location of 3. Okay, similarly in our coordinate axis, if we will be taking any point, the format will be x comma y. The first one is x coordinate, the next one will y coordinate. X coordinate is also called abscissa and y coordinate is also called ordinate. So if in the question it is written, that if abscissa is 3 and ordinate is 0, can you tell me where the point will exactly lie?
3,0.
Man, 3,0.
Exactly. It is just 3 comma 0,
Please.
and we know that this is the location of 3 comma 0. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Right?
Yes,
Now
ma'am.
we will see how to locate the other point. These points are clear to all of you, right? When we are having 0 comma 4, when
Yes,
we are
sir.
having 4 comma 0, when we are having minus 4 comma 0, or any point on the y-axis. This one is crystal clear, yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Now we will take the coordinate axis again. Let me draw the same coordinate axis again over here so that we can discuss about how to locate the other point. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. This is our x-axis and this is our y-axis. Here we'll be having again +1, +2, +3, +4, +5. Here we'll be having -1, -2, and just like that, it will just go down. Okay, it will not stop. It will go till infinity. Okay, that's called real line. In on the above also, it will go till infinity. Downside also, it will go till -infinity. All right. So it will just continue. However, it is not possible for us to write till infinity. Okay. So we just write few numbers like till 5, till 6, till 7, till 10. We try to write and then we leave. Okay. So -3, -4, -5. And if we have to locate a number, okay, it is already 26. Let me show you and let me know is it making sense to you. Otherwise, again, we will continue the same topic in the next class also. Okay. So if 2 comma 4 is given, we already understand that x is 2 and y is 4. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
yes, ma'am.
We know
Yes,
that
ma'am.
x is 2 and y is 4. So first we will see where exactly x is 2. So this is where x is 2. Yes or no?
Yes.
From here we have
Yes,
to
ma'am.
go. Okay, or you can say that we have to draw perpendicular from here, and wherever y is 4, we have to draw perpendicular from here, and where whatever is the point of intersection, that is the point which is 2 comma. Getting it?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Wherever x is 2, there you have to plot a perpendicular. Wherever y is 4, there you have to plot a perpendicular, and the point of intersection is the coordinate 2 comma 4. So every time we will not be drawing this perpendicular. This step we have to perform in our mind. Okay, so we will say, okay, x is 2 over here, y is 4. So we will say, okay, x is 2 over here, we will be going over here. Where is y is 4? Here. So the point will be here. Are you getting it? In our mind, this invisible
ma'am.
line we are drawing, the dotted line we are drawing in our mind. Every time we will not be drawing it. Okay, for few questions we can draw it, but after that we have to understand that without drawing this line, can you see this line?
Yes, ma'am.
Samia, Saad and Arhan.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So what we are doing, axis to y is 4. Wherever axis 2, there we have dropped the perpendicular or straight line. Wherever y is 4, there we have dropped the perpendicular or straight line. Wherever both the perpendicular line are meeting with each other, that is the location of the point. That is the location of the point 2, 4. Is it clear so far?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes,
for
ma'am.
now, just keep this much in mind. Okay. In the next class, we'll be taking a lot of example and we will see without even plotting this perpendicular line, how can we locate the points? Okay. Okay. So what
Okay,
we
ma'am.
have discussed, let's summarize everything. We know this Cartesian system is just we have taken two number line and we have kept it like this. One is called x-axis, another is called y-axis. Now if we are having any one of the point as a 4 0 5 0 or 0 4 0 -4, that where to locate, how to locate those points, we have understood. That point will lie on the x-axis, either x-axis or y-axis. We will be able to figure it out. What about the other point, that is 2 4, where x and y, no one is 0. So this is how we will be locating this type of point. However, this is just an introduction